Hello boys, my name is Yoshi. Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We'll switch with the Japanese voices enabled. Well, I guess it's more bonus content, so I'm not sure if this is the internet. But in the last video, we started the very tedious process of gem grinding. Sorry for making you guys go through all this, but seriously, the gem grinding is probably the most important thing to do challenges, and I feel like we might fail stuff. We did do all the other side quests, but gem grinding itself can be kind of a pain in the butt, so I want to try and see an alternative guide on how to do stuff. For those of you who don't know this though, my setup probably changed for the better. So for the remaining parts of the videos, unless I need to lower them levels forever-wise, I've decided to change things up yet again. I've actually reversed setups now. Now Noah's at level 1, but the others are at 99, and I also forgot to mention Noah needed to have a beautiful crystal on when I was doing my grind video. I never actually mentioned that. Having beautiful crystal on him can almost guarantee that, assuming you kill enough enemies, you can guarantee that certain enemies will die because you'll have a 250% damage boost by the end. Speaking of which, actually, before I even forget, I need to put beautiful crystals back on everyone because this grind has a lot of enemy killing. So we need to make sure that everybody has that beautiful crystal on, because there's a new better version of it that we just got that is extremely busted. It's even more powerful than the previous one. It's at 55%, which is a decent bit difference. So yeah, quite a few different stuff here. We don't have as much to put on though, because our setup is still kind of jank. I did try to CP grind all the way through, but I decided to stop briefly through because Noah is not going to really have a lot of good setups to do. And I'm kind of just using a random grind setup because it's not going to really take that long to do stuff. This is basically a completely different loop. Instead of doing the regular loop from before, we're basically just killing elites normally, but now we have 5 characters at level 99 and the other character at level 1, so it's a bit more balanced comp overall. I'm going with Gondor simply because I wanted days for later, so we're going to be keeping this loop thing for a while. I do not want to actually change my comp midway through again. I feel like it gets really awkward. And if you're wondering, yes, I have set up the days combo loop, so we are stunning the enemies quite a bit. I like how in doing this I accidentally changed some of the other loops around, but that's fine. It won't take too long to change this. The big difference here is with good healers, we're able to stay alive a lot longer. The only problem being this loop becomes much more awkward without Noah. I wanted to do one full loop of just killing the enemies here, just to show you how much longer it takes without Noah at 99. A lot of the setup, as you can see, just relies on Noah being at 99 and doing all of this stuff properly. You could technically do the loop at 90 to 99, but then it takes even longer to grind CP. So I just prefer to do it this way. We do not have many attackers in this setup, so we kind of just have to use this. We do have days on as many people as we can. I'm not sure if I should have done that right away, but I'm mostly doing this just to make sure the enemy dies. That's a bit higher percent. By the way, Gundar is always guaranteed to come back to this app, so that actually helps out a lot. Trying to practice the burst combo loop on these guys, because remember, we're trying to get this up as much as we can. Don't have a smash loop for a good percent, but that's not what we're really going for this time around. The main thing we want is about 300% overkill, and then when we actually want materials, we want the chain to go on for longer, but here, since we're just going for the CPU, I'm just gonna end it early. I can't really tell, but last I looked at it, Noah gets about 2,000 CP just on regular without killing alone. So this does work out pretty well once you know what you're doing. The one problem is, well, two things actually. One, we're fighting multiple enemies here, which is not easy. So good setup. Also, it's very tedious to even survive half of the time. So you kind of want either regenerate or at all times. Otherwise, it just is really tedious to survive. Normally, I'd probably actually have Noah in a DPS class, but since we need him to be upgraded, he'll be fine. Don't worry, this probably won't last for one. Come the next video, I might do the 70 grind instead of the 50 grind. Just do that enough until all of my other characters finally get to level 70. Just more specifically, until all of my characters get maxed out. Yeah. That was a really weird save, but whatever, I'll take it. As you can see though, each fight takes a lot longer. And there's also a lot of AoE going out on both enemies. Both Fire and Ellen have AoEs, so they constantly kill us. And the grind just takes a lot longer. This is supposed to show you that this is mainly just to show you that this strategy does not work as good, and that the secondary grind strategy works way better than the other one. Also, I would do the elite grind. The problem is I might be too high level for it and just die anyway. Yeah. Barely missing that. So I have to use both defenders here again. Alright. At least we got a defense thing. Out a little bit. Let me use one iron so we don't get later. Do a side days of her. Perfect. Got Bravo. So she activates separately along the reactivation, so she'll always reactivate, but the other characters will also automatically reactivate along with her. That helps out a little bit for certain scenarios. Especially since now we can start doing the 200%. Oh. Of course, we're not doing this forever, we're just doing this enough to get opponent KO'd here. Oh, fence down will probably help out a lot with that. Okay, that did a lot. I just wanted to KO one. Because I want SI forever, we're just doing it enough to get to above 300% and kill the enemy, and then we stop. Yeah. The one risk which you probably have already seen is, yeah, Noah dies a ton in this loop. But as a catch back is quite a ton of experience. Though the only real reason this works in the first place is because, well, Noah is able to just instantly kill these elites from little HP to 0 in a matter of minutes. Okay, good. Well, at the very least, he got max rank off of that, so he did finish that class we wanted right away. So I did find a little bit more of a about the priority of which classes I should be doing. And I think from what I found out, the life stage is actually really good for healing and is kind of important for endgame, so I think having that will probably be better. Alright, so now that I got it back, I'm going to use that to do my actual setup. So we have Fake, Tuple, Antols, and Break. You have that. You do not have anything, so this is where we're gonna fix that. Gonna have Weihong. Do you have a second thing, or do you have just one? Nope. Alright, so you have to go to skills and manually select to remove one of these. For yeah. We should all definitely have the martial artist stuff, well, specifically Full Well Jaguar, since we did that on so many people earlier. Oh, I just realized we do not have the loop thing. It boosts the power, but put Disperse Vasa instead, so she just regularly keep drawing a girl in accent. I don't like how certain healing classes are just set up with defense, so we're gonna briefly remove one of these for good gear choker instead. Oh, I guess that's why, you know, I'll just do that then. It's not terrible. We're gonna have to farm some more gold gear chokers. There's probably a unique monster out there that has them. Though we probably will just get that naturally if we're doing this grind, but at the same time it's kind of mixed. Alright. What else was I trying to do? Oh yeah, arts on everyone. I got that position one now. I can actually just put glitter stream here. rehome up here. Good, alright, we have the max amount of reactions possible now. Should have probably just done that from the beginning, since after all, we want to get as much points as we can from the enemies eventually. I'm not going to be doing the level 70 grind though, you've already seen it. I'm just showing how big of a difference this is. Like, I want to show how big of a difference this grind is. Having Noah reverse the level 1 and be like level 1. Character level, than having the others at level 1. It's a significant difference. It actually makes a significant change to how much SP you gain. I know it feels silly staying in the same area where we're supposed to be in the middle of a gem grind, but... Actually... Oh yeah, we do need, instead of this fun, we need a break brooch, actually. So, probably fall off balance more often than not, but you need the break brooch anyway. By the way, also, this 99 setup and Editor's Guide just shows you the difference that just being 99 doesn't mean that you will immediately be able to win very quickly. Just being all 99 doesn't mean that you'll still be able to survive easily. Some of these characters still regularly die, but 2 of them are main tanks, so they probably will not die. As long as we typically have a memory locket on at least one character, I'll be fine. The big difference here is now, instead of like 5 characters dying, it's only Noah. I have no idea, honestly, how to do the grind setup, so for the next few videos, until I figure out something to do, if you wonder why Noah's at level 1, that's because he still needs a bit of CP grinding, so we're kind of just combining that in 2 simultaneous things at once. So basically, every single time, in between every single video, he's going to be level 1, so that means he's going to be regularly dying every 15 minutes. But I'm going to keep everyone for level 99 for now, until the unique monsters for some reason get really tough. If that happens, we'll get other stuff. Normally I can't always see the amount of CP I gained, but from what I found out, just throughout the total of the setup, I think this total setup gives any character that is lower leveled about 2,000, anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 CP, so I think I was right about my theoretical class that, yeah, you can get about 20,000 CP an hour doing this. It actually is true. So that's quite ridiculous. But anyway, I did do some research into my regular stuff, and also, conveniently enough, found out that, yeah, there's actually a few places to get other enemies. And on top of that, I found out that some enemies are a bit more common than I anticipated, and some of them can actually just be found naturally throughout the world in other places. I know I just purposely didn't get a specific item, but trust me, I know what I'm doing here. I actually want to take out this unique monster first before I do the actual grind. But don't too much about that. We're just trying to defeat the unique monster after all. This also looks like a pretty decent spot to farm elites. There's view in this water area. So, if you're wondering why we're going over here, well, that's because there's this random cave off to the side distance that we never got to really explore much the last time. I think we might have explored this randomly during a quest or something else, but ignored the unique. There's up here. Yeah, there's a unique up here. But then, upon coming back, we're going to do unique stuff. By the way, it won't be too long to go to the side. We'll just be switching our food buffs out. Alright, so anyways, head over here and we start meeting some of these Antols again. These are the highest levels we can find, and since we are going to need their materials, we're going to want to kill everything we can here. Those are not the ones we're going to be farming necessarily, though. We're just killing the enemies in the area right now, just to not have them join accidentally. Don't worry, the unique will more than balance it out. By the way, you can probably just get a lot of stuff done just naturally not chain attacking and just spamming the day's combo reactions. Will do a lot. And there we go again. What's Noah getting out of curiosity? I didn't see. Okay, we got our first extra until Lake June. Alright, here we go. This is the one we want. He's right over here. It's called Fly Swatter Kabuto. This is the guy we need. This is the next guy we need for our grind. And I found out from doing enough stuff with the big guy and stuff. And forgive me for having Gondor rather than for character. I was kind of torn between going between days and first for this run because doing a different route I might not. I have been too many healers, although second thought maybe I should not be always focusing on that. But anyways, we do have a lot more combo reactions, and part of the reason why I wanted to get certain classes up on Noah and the other characters is because now we have multiple burst options. I think Noah's revived pretty quickly at the start. The problem is it does take longer to revive each time. I like how we still got purple items. Even through all that, we still got purple items rather than travel items. For those of you who don't know, yellow items are actually the second tier of breaks. Also, yeah. By the way, I'm glad I have the reaction boost, although I do not have the second reaction boost. I'm thinking to fix that up. I think I'm gonna make Leo a permanent ogre. Yeah, Noah ranking a healer class permanently until this setup is done. Then I'll be okay, we're starting to get some nice diamonds. Actually, not terrible. Come to think of it, if we just farm this unique, we probably don't even need to do the loot, because, like, I guess it could improve not only the rare drop rates, but how many stuff is gone. But who knows? It might not really change. One thing I will need to start doing a bit more is turning off the Ouroboros forms. I'm actually going to use them on purpose though, because again we want to guarantee the kill here on this enemy the first time, just so we can have that fast travel point for later. Yes! We got a burst right before he died. By the way, we're gonna defeat this guy a whole lot more. By the way, we're gonna defeat this guy a whole lot more in the upcoming video. Coming up here, so it doesn't really matter that one of our characters didn't have Soul Hacker. You know what? I think I'm gonna put it on whoever has like the lowest rank, since they're not going to be doing much. Maybe they should have the Soul Hack instead of the others. Yeah, actually, that'd be a great idea, since like half of the time no one's not going to be really doing anything. So let's move one of his art setups and have him have Soul Hack instead. So he's going to be our quote-unquote permanent Soul Hacker. But anyways, we got that point, which is what we were going for there. But we can do the refresh strategy if we wanted to. But one thing I always forget to do is if you target a different enemy, pull your weapon, give up, you can just instantly retract. We're not going to do that with this setup though, necessarily, because every time we do that, it puts us all the way back here. There's certain ones though that's better, especially when you spawn very close to an enemy. Anyway, I mostly did that because of other stuff, and also because, well, I need to change my buff to better fit the enemy drop rate. So we're gonna go over to Coral Island. So here we go. I'm gonna do the crunch bot bar. I think to make things a bit easier in between videos, I'll just come back here and rank Noah back down to level 1. And I'll rate down other characters as needed, but only as needed. Because, like, some mobs can be quite weak on the monster side, although I feel like just killing some naturally can also work as a strategy. In fact, if we're doing that, we could potentially still set Oa back to 99 and continue to use the insta-kill method to very quickly defeat them, though we might not even need that with, like, 4 or 5 characters at 99, we could probably just do that. So anyways, I think that should be my fast travel point, and then I'll just fast travel to Kamato's location. Anyways, this guy is a good enough drop rate, so we're gonna be farming him for the rest of this video. As you can see though, the battle itself doesn't actually take that long. The ending, I think it took more time to travel here than it took to actually hide them. And of course, yes, I need to have at least one character on break boost. If you're wondering how we're going to do the increased reaction command, Neo's going to be our permanent ogre eventually. And still needs to upgrade a few things. And yes, I did make sure to upgrade that on everyone, so they now all have a 50% reaction boost. This is actually going to be something we are going to want for the super bosses anyways. This just ensures that when we do break, we are guaranteed to get the break off. Set that up on a sword fighter, and you're pretty much going to be able to keep the enemy looped in this combo for much longer. That saves a lot of time, but for now though, break boost probably still works as good. Also, we could still do the trick as we did before, so we could just purposely use this as a single art. Like how somebody else got a break off on the enemy. I like how somebody else got a break off on the enemy, and then Uni missed despite having a breakthrough, which is supposed to make it easier to get this. But I wasn't facing the right way that time. Yeah. Also, you do not want to chain these guys necessarily anyway. If you chain them, then it just becomes even longer to do other stuff. Otherwise, kind of same rule applies from before. We want to have all of our bases that we can, because that helps out a lot. Having somebody with the mini gunner also helps out a lot. Just being able to instantly daze into burst. Really nice. can't resist on the first break. Okay, somebody else got it. We control, by the way, we're controlling whoever has the break roots just because we want to control the breaks a bit more. You seem really silly to play against her, like, no, at this point, like, he died, this is what we said. By the way, my apologies ahead of time, so I use, and also that written form is again. There is an AI setup, but I cannot tell about, where you can actually prevent the AI from using orbos, but it's rarely turned off because, well, generally we need orbos, especially for the later stages, but you can do that. You probably do want to do that, especially for the farm. Also, I think just doing the regular art there is slightly quicker for getting the first animation down. By the way, if the enemy does not have an AoE, then Nova might actually survive for a lot longer, but most enemies in this game have at least a slight AoE. That was close. Alright, now we got his all that. Alright. By the way, if you hear that noise, don't worry about it. That's just been doing stuff. Oh, wait, one thing I am going to do a bit differently with these videos is most of the actual focus will probably be on just killing one monster and doing other stuff, and just doing that one monster only. Unfortunately, by the way, there are no items to boost enemy drop rate higher. This is the most you can do. There's the first break, finally. There's another super break scene or something. Is it not like super ability or something that I heard about where you actually heavily boost the amount of chance that a reaction command like break will happen with the break. So basically it'll mean that, yeah, it basically guarantees almost that your breaks will work, but only if an enemy is suffering from a debuff. So yeah, if an enemy suffers from a debuff, then you could actually use that as an alternative way to get a break. By the way, get used to seeing those form a lot, because you probably going to go into it right away. Also, I just remembered what I was trying to do now. Of course, our classic here, as our healers are in normal parts, so we can't survive. I guess one way I could do to interfere with them is potentially chance, but that's like the second time now they block. Well, chain. Good thing I don't have a smash, because if we did, that would do a lot too many damage. I'm surprised the bot doesn't change to Cena at that point to actually do a smash. It's That's really confusing. By the way, we actually need 2 items here. Antols jaws are also needed. Those are large as well, and we need and so we're gonna probably be here for a bit. By the way, something I might change and something that might be different. I don't know yet. Well, before I go and do my other thing, I think I should see what... I didn't even get any debuff right. Eventually, we're gonna need to get a single character with a massive debuff success rate, because that seems to regularly miss. Alright, we're getting Antols Lake Gym still, so that's good. I think this is in system and somewhere in control guide. No, not there. Options. Oh yeah, here it is. That would probably have to be in game. So we have auto activate quests, display this host targeting controls, auto target. Leave control of the battles of AI. Will not take effect in boss and unique monster battles. Interesting. Interlink control type. Only interlink the player character. You can stop overkill from happening, which is really interesting. Only interlink the player character. Control interlinking for the player character and party. Okay, so I think this is how we do that. So if we set that up like that. Oh, we had to actually apply these settings first. Yes. Yeah, like that. That should stop them from finally going into Orbos form every 15 dozen minutes. It's not going to last for very long, though. It's probably going to be used for the diamond grind and nothing else. Dang, we're still getting purple items. I guess these are really high level Antols. I think if we wanted to get yellow, maybe we needed to like... I feel like this... The thing I will try to do when finding these normal enemies. No, still out. That's all this time. We could technically actually just do the other grind, by the way, and just continue to have Noah at 99, but it'll take forever. If we wanted Noah to get any reasonable experience, then we probably could have also set him to as low as 90, but that would have really hurt our chances of KOing. So I think it's better to just do that later, still control Noah, but maybe have him at a little bit lower level, maybe not as low, but just low enough that we still get increased CP since I think the CP increase stops below that percent. Oh, perfect. We got at least one extra item there. So just clearing out the enemies actually gave us a lot of CP stuff. But just like before, that's not really giving us the maximum CP efficiency. Yeah, I think we're just gonna continue attacking across Komodo for quite a bit. I think I studs all the way back here for some reason. No real reason why I just likes to spawn all the way back here. I'm kind of at a mixed grind setup in CPO1 Drain. I'm probably just gonna do the third grind for the most part. So, the big thing that changed is, well, I found out Mio is almost done with their classes, but everybody else is either behind 2 classes or around the same rank that me. I have no idea what to do with the class change, so in an attempt to show stuff off, we're gonna start focusing on our CP grinding again. Thankfully, I did most of the stressful parts done, so I don't think there's any CP grinding we can do to make it effectively. So, again, in an attempt to just naturally grind CP while we're doing this, that's the main reason why I have no such a low level. Just want to hope that maybe he'll get a lot of CP naturally just from even doing this grind, and we may not have to CP grind. Hey, there we go. One thing I am going to do differently is probably these videos, maybe starting a little bit later, are probably not going to be as long. Because we don't want to show you fighting the same weak monster again, but each of them will be a specific part. And I think I'll start, I don't like what I did with the gem crafting thing, so I think starting the next video, I'm going to just be fighting a new monster, see how long it takes. If I somehow get all the materials from it right away, then I'll go that. And by the way, I'm going to be generally showing the most accepted and optimal strategy that gives us the most in total. This might not necessarily be fighting weak monsters. The hit monster is super low leveled. It will actually give a lot of CP. Apparently, I found out the enemy has to be a minimum of 20 or 25 or something like that. Somewhere around 20. If they are not around level 20, then they will never ever drop purple material. Instead, they will only drop a yellow material. That's a unique thing that exists only for the start of the game and is likely to keep you from getting rare drops early. It's possible that at some lower levels it could happen, but it would probably still be rarer. Whereas 55 and beyond, it's almost guaranteed to happen. Also, we do not need to reduce our level here. In fact, for most of the high levels, we want our levels to be close to 99 just so we don't die. That's basically the main thing we're doing. By the way, you can make this battle last longer and others by going into hard mode. But I'm kind of staying on normal mode for the last room. I want to just die even more than 2. Especially since I want to keep this difficulty going into the super bosses. Normal is at least fair enough that it's still struggle, but it's not terribly difficult compared to hard. Normally in the regular mode, you probably play through most of the game on easy if you're doing a speed run. But during this grind and other later things, also, another thing I forgot to mention, yes, you can set the difficulty when doing the CP grind. That would probably actually help out a lot. It would make sure the enemies die as quickly as possible and really help guarantee your safety. So, like, One other thing I'm definitely going to say before I go here, if you're doing a CP grind, definitely CP grind using extra materials, and like in addition to level 1 strategy, and also on top of that, items is what I want to look at actually. Alright, so we actually have all the collectibles for the Antols Genins, but the other one we do not have yet, so I think I still need to do like one more fight. But anyway, one thing I also have to mention, but yeah, if you keep the game on easy mode, which is like the easy difficulty, it's much easier to farm the monsters, so keep that in mind. Alright, naturally I don't think you guys want to see me do this for too long, so I'm gonna end this episode right here, guys. That's quite a big time, Grace, because I was doing a lot of grinding. It actually took a lot less longer than I thought it would, the CP grinding. It was actually quite quick. I got some classes done in like 30 minutes or something, less than 30 minutes even. It's quite impressive. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, if you enjoy, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!